Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Galaxy Girl. Thanks for watching today, by the way. It's a little cold outside, so I thought I would just, show you some of the projects I've been working on. I wanted to take a little bit of a break from the organization, so we're still trying to figure out a better system of organization and maybe even creating like a crafting space for me here, like a workshop where I can put out a whole bunch of these different benches and do my own projects, like a cartography table or even like a furnace or, a blast furnace too. But the other major project I've been working on, I mentioned it a couple of times in my previous episodes, is this abbey or monastery. And my inspiration for doing this kind of project is from the Redwall series books. I don't know if you guys have read them. They're by Brian Jakes, and they're talking about these mice and these other kinds of creatures that live in this abbey. And then, the abbey is a safe place for everyone to kind of come together to live and to work on their own professions. And sometimes this includes like this random guy going in my ear. So I just thought it would be kind of a cool idea, instead of having a village, moving all the villagers over into this abbey or this monastery. So I had this massive village. I had like apartment buildings set up. I took it all down, took all the beds away, and then I moved them into here. And they seem to be pretty happy. I mean, they're getting used to it now. At first, they weren't. It took a long time for all of the villagers to actually find a bed again. So I had a lot of people wandering around for nothing. And they seem to enjoy this tower. This is the bell tower. At the top, there were bells, but then I noticed that the bells were attracting all of the villagers to gather there, and it kind of still is. You can see that they're heading up the staircase into the bell tower. It does get a little bit dark in there, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to show you right now today, but this is the bell tower. And this part here is the actual kind of like, it isn't finished yet, as you can see, but this is the kind of like the chapel area. So we're going to have seats here. There's going to be probably like an altar at the top. There's stained glass windows, and it's just to give you like the sacred kind of space feeling. If we head through this door here, we're just basically in the entranceway, and there's really only one true way of entering this abbey, and it's through the bell tower. So visitors might be riding their horses. They'll get off their horses here. They'll be greeted by the head of the abbey, and then this is just like a storage closet. It's basically empty. I'm going to add some chests in there. But if we head up the stairs, it's probably going to get really busy here, but you can see I've added some professions here, but I might move all of these professions once I start getting people a bit more settled. And then the second floor also has weavers and other professions as well. The third floor I had to block off because I did have my bells up there, so you can kind of see the bells were attached to that wooden post. But the villagers were just gathering there all the time, which is normal for villagers to do. They want to gather around the bell at the start of the day and at the end of the day. I didn't take this into consideration when I built the abbey. So now I'm going to restrict maybe this whole tower and just move all these professions elsewhere. We do have here a stables. So as I said, like the visitors would hop off their horses, and then someone would take their horses over here to the stables. And I have enough room here for 3 horses, and this is Max. He's my horse. Then the other stables are, this was a wild horse I just found randomly one day. But yeah, so the horses come here, and then all of their tackle goes into this box, and then this leads out into the courtyard. If we head up the stairs, we have some straw to feed the horses, and I've left a couple of play areas for the cats because they like to jump and hide, just like my foxes actually, if you let the cats roam. But I find they're meowing a little bit annoying because they do follow me around everywhere, so I usually have them sitting on the ground like this, just so they're out of the way a little bit. Over here we have like a blacksmith shop. So we do have like all of the different kinds of professions, like the weaponsmith, for example. Over here we have the toolsmith, and we do have like lava and some water. Just so then it looks like they're actually doing some work. Plus, I thought it would be kind of cool to put the blacksmith right next to the stables, because then they can build horseshoes for the stables if they need to. Over here we have a courtyard, and this is basically where all of the people come to gather at the end of the day. I haven't set up a bell here yet. I used to have a bell over this door here. But yeah, this is where people come to relax, all the villagers. You can see there's tiny villagers as well. There's like infant villagers. And then there's guardians. And all of this space here and all down here and then into the attic is all basically dormitories. So I'll show you what that's all about. We have two different styles of dormitories. We have double bed dormitories so people can share. And then over here we have single room or single person dormitory. So very basic carpet, bed, treasure chest, and a light. And then there's a window too leading outside. And I think this guy has a pretty nice view. All of the beds so far are taken, which is surprising. So I need to figure out how to get more space for people. And then if we head upstairs, I haven't finished this section yet, but there's going to be a roof here and maybe something else special. I'm not sure yet, but basically it's the same kind of thing. They're just beds. Over here, this building is really interesting because at the end of the day, this is where all the villagers come. And this is where they have their meals. So I created like this big great hall. So I might put a head table here and then a table going this direction over here and some seats and stuff for the villagers. And I like how I did this, especially with like the beams. And I like the dark stone I got from the netherworld. It's just really cool. And I've also put stained glass just because I thought it was pretty to add the color. And then we have this big fireplace. And the cool thing about the fireplace is that we do have a chimney and it leads outside. So you can actually see the smoke from a distance. And then over here we have the kitchen. And this isn't finished. But the kitchen has the smokers and the fishermen. We need to add some more lights and maybe a beam across here. And then here we have a baker's fireplace. This is the door that leads out actually outside of the monastery, and this is where all of the farmer monks come and work. So they're all working on their farming right now because it's daytime. But if you head back inside, it's safe again. And this doorway and staircase leads from the kitchen down into where the animals are kept. So here we have some chickens. We have some pigs here, some cows, and some sheep. And then, of course, we have a stray cat. I'm going to create a pathway, I think, here. So then there's a little bit of space to walk to a door that'll also lead outside of the monastery, just to give some options for people. Because, look, the farmers are coming in now. It's towards the end of the day. Towards the end over here, this is the project I'm also working on right now. I'm not very happy with it, but this is going to be like the Scholar's Tower. And this is basically where we're going to have all of our books, all of the enchanting tables. We have some altars here. And then down here we have some blast furnaces and some of these stone cutters. So I think I might make maybe like a lumber mill or using like the stone cutters just so then it kind of looks like a lumber mill because they're kind of shaped that way. Or I might make like a stone cutter workshop. I'm still kind of trying to figure it all out. I think eventually I'm going to have to expand, maybe include another wing because of all the villagers we have. And I kind of want them to all live together. So you can see right now they're all gathering inside the Great Hall, which is really nice. And that's it for my monastery. So this is the project I've been working on. And it does need some work aesthetically, I think, from the outside because it doesn't really... I'm just working without, I think I can add some more architectural elements to make it stand out a bit more. And, but for now, this is what I've done. And I hope that inspired you a little bit to start your own castle one day, or maybe like your own abbey, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to do. So thanks for watching. Bye.